Thank you, Destiny, for that unhinged tribal ram. My instinct is that you were an MSM simp through and through, but it's nice to know you're a disingenuous piece of shit. Thank you for having this convo. It's a point to remember that progressives like Destiny don't actually mean what they say. They just lie to get support. Oof, mad. What's this guy? I seriously doubt the I'm so empathetic and sensitive to Destiny now, and I shudder that I began to believe it. After this debate, I can only treat him with extreme suspicion. The mask-off comment spoke volumes. Team Truth has a talent of getting out the truth in people. I can only treat him with suspicion now, as it's beginning to appear that he doesn't mean what he says. This must be an Adam and Sitch fan, huh? Team Truth? Is that the... This is one of the biggest shows I've seen in a while on this channel. It devolved into a 4v2 interrogation. That's complete bullshit. On a positive side, though, Destiny going mask off was a bit of relief. I knew he hadn't changed, as now there's no question. He's still the arrogant leftist who would rather see the right removed from society. I don't think I ever said that. It just feels gross when you LARP or pretend like you understand the other side and want common ground, but in reality you're a sad, hateful individual. Can't trust Destiny anymore. Just because you understand somebody doesn't mean you agree with them. I was so disappointed at Destiny. I didn't think it was still so left. I like that, like, conservatives are like, understand me, when they really just mean agree with me. Ugh. I respected Destiny for what I thought was honest discourse towards the right, but I'll take everything he says with a grain of salt. Okay. How easily triggered these guys are. I thought we were supposed to be the snowflakes. I never knew Destiny had such a low opinion of conservatives. This might be my bad, I guess. Maybe I need to make this more clear. If you support Donald Trump, you are functionally retarded. Like, I feel like I've said that enough times. There's probably some intelligent conservatives out there. There are no intelligent Trump supporters. Unless you happen to support him by way of, like, I guess you just... If somebody was like, listen, I'm a greedy f***, I just want the lowest taxes possible. Okay. If you want to gamble with the future of the country for low taxes? Okay, maybe. But, like, basically anything past that is functionally you're retarded. I'm sorry. You just are. They're literally in an echo chamber. The only thing they think... I feel like something that's very frustrating, and I noticed this with Adam and Sitch yesterday, is people... This is why I'll never call myself a centrist, or I don't even know if I'll call myself a moderate. I don't think I do. I usually still call myself progressive. I'll never do it. Because it feels like every time I dig into people that say that they're, like, trying to be... they want to be centrist or moderate, they try way too hard to both sides things. Yeah, I don't know. And then when you dig in a little bit more, it's like, it feels like, yeah, I don't know. It feels like we should have stronger positions on some things, but... Destiny, Adam and Sitch fans aren't looking for agreement. They're looking for authentic empathy. Being smug and calling conservatives retarded is not empathetic. No, you're not looking for empathy. But I mean, I understand it. I mean, nobody really... People want to be understood and people want to be agreed with. That's what people are looking for. I'm empathetic towards conservatives. I understand why they believe what they believe. But you're looking for somebody that's being a little bit more swayed than that. You want somebody to tell you that your beliefs are okay. I understand why people believe the things they do, and I'm empathetic towards it. Doesn't mean that it's not retarded as f***. Doesn't mean it's not f***ing stupid. I understand why people wouldn't believe in it. But, like, what am I supposed to say at the end of the day, right? Like, if in 20 years, if we start having, like, actual migrations due to, like, climate... The annoying thing, too, is that here's my issue, okay? And you know what? This is the Nebraska conservative side of me coming out. People need accountability. You need accountability for your actions, okay? And somehow conservatives are just allowed to slide on through after saying some retarded shit for a long time. And I don't like the lack of accountability there. Like, you were all wrong. All of you were wrong about the... Do you understand that now? Do you acknowledge that now? None of the mass deaths happened. None of the huge overreach of permanent government power happened. None of the permanent vaccine passports happened. None of the forced mass vaccines happened. None of the crazy side effects, crazy heart disease, crazy deaths, mass mandatory new mRNA vaccine. None of that happened. None of it happened. You were all completely 100% wrong on it. But, like, you just kind of, like, slid on through that. Despite being wrong and probably causing a healthy amount of your own voters to die. Like, what is gained by trying to hold accountable for shit opinions? It seems worthless. Probably more productive to say they were wrong to move on. There has to be an accountability because people need to see a record of what you've been right or wrong on. I wish that people cared about that. I think that's important. I think it's important for you to see historically who's been correct and who's been wrong, so you can start to project, like, who's going to make good predictions in the future, right? And conservatives have been wrong, especially the anti-establishment folk have been wrong on almost everything. So why would you believe anything they have to say in the future? This is why I like to bet money on claims. If you think the things are going to start to mass kill people. Let's bet money on it. Put your money where your mouth. If you're going to come out, he's like, I'm so confident. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're so confident. Wow, you're going to give me odds on that, motherfucker? You want to give me odds? How about we bet that there's at least 10,000 confirmed vax-related deaths out of 330 million people in the U.S.? That's not even that much, right? Let's bet. Let's bet $1,000. I'll give you 10 to 1 on your money. You should give me odds. You think you're so confident? You give me odds, right? At least that UFO guy. I have more respect. I'm never going to collect on that bet with that UFO guy. You know what? I don't even give a I don't care if he ever pays me, because I have so much respect for the fact that he was at least willing to put his money where his mouth was. And that was on aliens. So A+ to that dude, okay? You know, if you find a record of me saying this, I won't even pay him out. I mean, I won't make him pay me out when there are no aliens in a year. You know, that's fine. Because at least he was willing to put his money where his mouth is. Jesus. What do you think your right to wrong ratio is? My right to wrong, I think I'm generally pretty correct. I think I couch my opinions pretty carefully most of the time. Or usually if somebody say like, what do you think is going to happen? I'll say, if this happens, if this happens. I think I'm generally pretty on the money. But I mean, hey, if you think I make bad predictions, then call me out on it. If you think I make good predictions, call me out on it. I love how he can believe all these conspiracies and dig up old quotes and evidence, but when it comes to Tate, he somehow can't buy that he is possibly a trafficker after the messages, videos, and interviews that Tate has done himself. True! Andrew Tate and Donald Trump were put on this earth to show us how biased Republicans or conservatives are. True. True. Absolutely true.
He's really good at it. So he went to the right guy.
So about 72 individuals say that they saw Donald Trump say that he was going to try to rig the election.
And dig up old.
And they're like, I need to see every single one of those 72 people. But for JFK, one guy in one book that was found recovered out of a burning building that has been verified by nobody said that actually there were 3 shooters and one of them worked for the CIA. That's 100% true. Absolutely. I've never believed anything more in my entire life. So, did you hear the Clintons are... Yeah, I know that because they were on the flight log of a billionaire that flew maybe like 10,000 different people around the world. Absolutely 100%. Wow, crazy. So did you hear that Andrew Tate has like a 70,000 page indictment by the Ukrainian, by the Romanian government? All these, oh yeah, but like that's all fake. I don't believe any of that. Impossible. What about the videos? Deep fake. Well, they're not deep fake. He was faking it, I mean. He was deep in his mind faking bullshit on his stream. He didn't actually do any of that. He was just talking shit, obviously. What about the courses that he sold for it? Well, he was just scamming delusional men. Well, like, okay. None of that evidence is compelling to you? No. Really? Who do you think did 9/11? I know the Jews did it because there were some guys dancing in a building once that I think were tied back to Israeli intelligence. Oh, that's... Yeah, obviously. Obviously that means that Israel was involved. Oh, that's all the evidence you need for that? Is that even evidence?
I guess. Later, to be honest, he's really good at it. So he went to